Hello everyone, today we are going to learn about the recapitulation theory. This is also known as the biogenetic law or embryological parallelism. This was given by Ernst Haeckel through his famous statement, that is, ontogeny recapitulates phylogeny. Now, before understanding the statement, we need to know what is ontogeny, right? Ontogeny refers to the complete life cycle of an organism involving both prenatal, that is development before birth, and postnatal periods of development. It is the expression of blueprint of life hidden in genes. It includes progressive changes followed by retrogressive changes. Therefore, it involves various processes such as cell division, differentiation, and growth. What is phylogeny? Phylogeny refers to the evolutionary or ancestral history of a group of organisms. It therefore includes various developmental changes like changes in various organs like the heart, the lungs, the kidney, organ systems like the respiratory system, the renal system, the skeletal system. So, all these changes in various systems, various organs, starting from, like, for example, fishes, then amphibians, then reptiles, then birds, and then mammals. So, what do we mean by the term ontogeny recapitulates phylogeny? So, before that, this entire cycle is ontogeny, or you can say life cycle of a human being. This shows life cycle of a human being, right? Fertilization, formation of zygote at around day 1, then germ disc formation, then embryo formation, then fetus, then there's birth, then the neonatal period of around 28 days, formation of newborn, then child, puberty, adolescent, around 16 to 20 years, then adult, middle age, old age, and finally death, gone, right? So, ontogeny recapitulates phylogeny. What do we mean by this? This means that life cycle of an organism repeats its ancestral history. This is observed in the development of certain organs like the heart, the lungs, and the kidney. Obviously, this is a non-smoker lungs here shown, whatever. But nowadays, this is referred to as a biological mythology. Why? Because this law is basically broken, right? Why it's broken? Haeckel was so convinced of his biogenetic law that he was willing to bend evidence to support it. The truth is, however, that the development of embryos does not fit into the strict progression that Haeckel claimed, right? The biogenetic law was thus declared broken. Embryos do reflect the course of evolution, but that course is far more intricate and quirky and complex than Haeckel claimed. Different parts of the same embryo can even evolve in different directions. As a result, the biogenetic law was abandoned, and its fall freed scientists to appreciate the full range of embryonic changes that evolution can produce, an appreciation that has yielded spectacular results in recent years as scientists have discovered some of the specific genes that control the development, right? Haeckel said that basically embryos do undergo a period where their morphology is strongly shaped by their phylogenetic position rather than selective pressures, but that means only that they resemble other embryos at that stage, right? Not ancestral adults as Haeckel had claimed. So, now we have discovered some of the specific genes that control development, like the Hox genes, right, etc. That is a different topic. Okay. There are many exceptions to this ORP, that is ontogeny recapitulates phylogeny, right? Some of them are strictly against what Haeckel said. For example, if you observe a chick's development, right, if you observe a chick's development, you will find that the chick embryo may resemble the embryos of reptiles and fish at points in its development. but it doesn't recapitulate the forms of its adult ancestors. So they, resemble the embryos of reptiles and fishes, but not its adult ancestors. Okay, is the first point. And then there's axolotl evolved from a salamander. What I am talking, axolotl evolved from a salamander ancestor that had internal gills in the adult stage. However, the axolotl never develops through a stage with internal gills. Its gills remain external in flagrant violation of ORP. Right, so developed from salamander ancestor. This salamander ancestor had, internal gills in adult stage, but this axolotl never develops through a stage with internal gills. Here we have external gills in all stages. So these two, I can say, direct violation of ORP, right? Okay. Now, what happened is that this idea that ontogeny recapitulates phylogeny has been applied to some other areas like cognitive development, right? English philosopher Herbert Spencer was one of the most energetic proponents of evolutionary ideas to explain many phenomena in 1861. 5 years before Haeckel first published on the subject, Spencer proposed a possible basis for a cultural recapitulation theory of education with the following claim: if there be an order in which the human race has mastered its various kinds of knowledge, there will arise in every child an aptitude to acquire these kinds of knowledge in the same order. Education is a repetition of civilization in little. Just the basics. Thanks for watching.